Hello students, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the recent news Tajinder Singh Bagga arrest controversy between Delhi police and Punjab police, and also in this particular video we are going to discuss the details about what the constitution and other rules and regulations of Government of India says about the procedure of interstate arrest. So let us start with this particular topic. So first of all, the context in which we are discussing this issue is recently a BJP leader, Tajinder Singh Bagga, had been arrested by Punjab police on the Friday. However, it precipitated into a crisis when the Delhi police registered a case of kidnapping against the Punjab police that apprehended the Bagga. Due to this registration of case of kidnapping, when the Bagga was being transported to Punjab via the Haryana, it was the Haryana police that again detained the Punjab police team along with Tajinder Singh Bagga, and after that they questioned him, and on the basis of warrant Delhi police had got issued from the city court, they again detained him, or the Haryana police took into custody the Tajinder Singh Bagga. Further, the Haryana police again took him back to the Delhi police, and by the evening of the same Friday, Delhi police had escorted Bagga back to the national capital where he was released. So this is a kind of dispute, we can say, or a kind of tussle that has been seen between three different state police departments. We have Delhi police, we have Punjab police, and we also have certain steps that has taken by the Haryana police. So let us first try to understand about the concept of interstate arrest. So as you know, as per our constitution is concerned, the police is considered as a state subject. And since police is considered as a state subject, the domain, or we can say the limitations of the powers of a state police is within the geographical area of that particular state. Now, if you look at the law that has been framed, so the intent of law has always been that the criminal in a particular state must be arrested by police of that particular state. However, there has been certain exceptions that has been granted by the Criminal Procedure Code. The one exception is that if any state police wants, or if need arises, by the issuing of a warrant by any competent court, the state police is empowered to execute that warrant in any other of the state. That means after taking warrant from a competent court, a state police can go and arrest someone from the other state as well. Apart from that, concerned state police, suppose that a warrant has not been issued, or it is a kind of situation where there is no time for getting a warrant issued, in that case the concerned state police must inform the local police about the arrest. That means there need to be a proper sharing of information, and a proper assistance had to be provided by the local police in carrying out the task that other state police want to carry out. Now let us try to understand some important sections of the Criminal Procedure Code that deals with this particular matter. So the section 48 of the Criminal Procedure Code, it clearly states that a police officer may, for the purpose of arresting without warrant any person whom he is authorized to arrest, pursue such person into any place in India. That means as per CRPC, there is no such limitations that police cannot go and arrest beyond his or her state border. Then another section is section 79 of the CRPC. The problem here is, as far as the arresting without warrant is concerned, the CRPC is not, there is not a lot of detailed information or procedure available in the CRPC. CRPC basically deals with the procedure, the detailed procedure, where the arrest is being conducted on the issuance of a warrant. So section 79 of CRPC says that interstate arrests on the basis of warrants issued by competent courts. And here in this case, detailed procedure has been explained. In the first case, that is section 48, just this statement has been, but the detailed procedure has not been explained. Then there are two more sections, section 56 and section 57 of CRPC, which is also very much similar to Article 22nd of the Constitution of India, where it says that any person who is arrested by any police, any state police, or any enforcement agencies, or any central agencies, the person arrested has to be produced nearby the nearest magistrate within the period of 24 hours from the arrest. However, the time that is taken for completing journey from or to the court is excluded in that 24-hour window. So that is one, we can say, this security that has been provided against unlawful arrest or illegal arrest of any innocent citizen. So these are major three sections of CRPC as well as Constitution that talks about the procedure of arrest, whether it is inside a state or outside a state. So what has been the stand of judiciary in this particular matter when the interstate arrest is concerned? So the matter was clearly, the guidelines was clearly given by judiciary in the very famous Sandeep Kumar case, where the judiciary has said that when any police officer want to make an arrest outside of his state, he must seek permission from his superior in writing or in the phone. Either it can be verbal or it can be written, to visit another state to arrest any criminal. Now, once the decision has been taken that arrest has to be made from the another state, the police personnel or the police officer has a responsibility to maintain a comprehensive departure entry into the daily diary of his police station, so that it goes into the written record, which can be verified if required in the later stages. The third guideline that is provided by the court in the Sandeep Kumar case was that police officer must endeavor to establish contact with the local police station. Now see, the wording here is must endeavor. That means it is not something that is optional or discretionary. Whenever any police officer want to make arrest outside of his state, he must try to establish contact with the local police station, the station house officer of the local police station, in whose jurisdiction he is going to conduct the investigation, arrest or seizure. Apart from that, the other guidelines that has been given is that he must seek assistance and cooperation from the local SHO, that is local station house officer, in which jurisdiction, whose jurisdiction the culprit is currently residing. Then after that, once the arrest has been made, the police officer has to specify the name and address of the person who is being taken out of the state in the daily diary of the concerned police station. And last, that police officer also have to make a conscious effort to obtain a transit remand when a person has to be transferred from one state to the other state. So these are the 6 important guidelines that was given by the judiciary in the Sandeep Kumar versus Sandeep Kumar case between so these were the 6 major guidelines that was given by the judiciary in the Sandeep Kumar case. Now the question comes that whether these guidelines are being followed by the state police departments or not. So as per the police experts or higher police officials, it is believed that in most of the cases the guidelines are indeed followed, if not in spirit, at least if not in letter, at least in the spirit. And generally police are informed later. Generally, if like as the guidelines says that if any arrest has to be made, then the police officer have to inform the local SHO. But many times due to the urgencies, the police officers are not able to inform the SHO before arrest, but even at least after arrest, in case of time sensitive information or where operation can be compromised, after arrest also the information can be shared. So generally, as far as the criminal cases, the terrorism cases are concerned, it does not have a lot of problems and does not cause a lot of tussle or conflict between the state police departments. The problems only seems to arise when such cases are of very contentious or political nature, as we saw in the recent case of Tajinder Singh Bagga. However, this is not a single isolated case. There has been earlier other cases also of similar nature. For example, the similar situation arose when Disha Ravi, who is a climate activist from Bangalore, she was arrested by Delhi police, while Bangalore police was not informed at all about this, and this caused a lot of protest in Bangalore against this particular arrest. Similarly, recently Jignesh Mawani, who is the Congress leader, he was also arrested from Gujarat by the Assam police without informing the Gujarat police. Similarly, we have Manmohan Mishra arrest, who was arrested by Uttar Pradesh police from the Chennai without proper information sharing. And then we have Liaquat Shah, who was arrested by Delhi police from the Uttar Pradesh on the ground that he was planning a bomb attack. However, when national investigation agencies conducted further investigation, it was found out that the ground on which he was arrested was invalid and the region was concocted with the police. Also, NIA objected that why Delhi police did not produce him to the local court in the Uttar Pradesh within 24-hour period. So these were 3-4 high-profile cases, political cases, contentious cases, where such tussle between two different police departments, two different state police, we can say, has been observed. So obviously the question comes that this tussle has some certain wider ramifications. What can be the ramifications or implications of such arrest controversies? So experts believe that first of all, such kind of situations could set a bad precedent, where two different police departments, two different police, state police can come into conflict with each other, especially if these two different states are being ruled by two different political parties. That means political parties can pressurize the police to like similar cases how the Delhi police had issued a kind of Actually, Delhi police had said that this Tajinder Singh Bagga has been kidnapped by Punjab police. So similar situations can also arise in future, and that can cause more problems in the interstate relations as well as the inter-state relations. Similarly, not only interstate, if you look at except national investigation agencies, no central agencies have pan-India right to arrest anyone from any other state. So they also may face hurdles if they try to arrest any individual from any particular state, if especially that state is ruled by the opposite political parties or opposition parties. Not only that, if that cases, as you have seen, like police started, one state police started alleging the other state police or disturbing the other state police in discharging their duties, the police officers and other central agencies also may face hesitation or may be hesitant to conduct operations in the states or outside of their regional domain. So this can actually cause a much bigger crack, we can say, in the inter-state relations, interstate relations, as well as overall functioning of the police, as well as the conduct of criminal investigations. So I hope you understood about this topic well. That is all for today. Thank you very much.